Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity with TriX2. Apparently the game's updated, and it has enhanced the time dial here. It looks a whole lot nicer than it used to. Either that or I wasn't paying that close of attention, but I'm pretty sure this is updated. Looks awesome. You need to be, yes. Switching on that. So, our next objective is actually to go to the Wolf's Maw, which is the Maw. And I know this because I've tried to record this episode before, and it didn't work. So, yeah, that's a thing. Fortunately, loading screens are nice and long. Give me a chance to Alt-Tab over and make sure we're actually recording this time. So, we need to head this way. I forgot this is not a standard game. I don't need to actually, nope. Backspace is everyone. D is fast mode. A tabby cat snaps out of its placid stupor as you approach. It opens its eyes wide, following you every step, before trotting to your side to rub against your legs. Gain an item, orange tabby cat added to inventory. Okay, that happened. Pumpkin the Quarg. What? No thank you. Right. That didn't happen last time. I didn't notice Pumpkin last time, nor did that happen. Nor did I get the tabby cat event. Okay. Where's Noonfrost? In Old Song, where most of our temples lie. Can't miss it. It freezes very late now. Ah. Mind your path, Estimor. The guided compass trusts easily, but I don't. Are you familiar with a place shaped like a wolf's head made of stone? All Glenfathans know the Maw. It's a place in Old Song that's holy to Galawain, and it's where the Fangs gather. Though I hear there's some uproar over the beasts that dwell there. Have you heard of a place called the Golden Grove? By the river in the south of Elmsreach, it's a clearing surrounded by trees. Irona and her ovates gather there. And tell me about the Ithic Knoll. They're the druids of the Blood Sands, a cave northwest of the great trees of Elm's Reach. Normally, I would advise an Estremore not to walk that path. Alright. And that updates into the White Void, which tells us where Noonfrost is. The Old Queen and the New King, which tells us which is the lioness and the bear in a deadlock. And a Servant of Death, where we have to kill two people. So, the Blood Sands is one, and the Golden Grove is the other. Why we have to do that, I'm not entirely certain. But, there we are. How exactly Triax the Watcher knew how to find the Wolf's Maw, I'm not entirely certain. It's been a little while, and I apparently was not paying full attention. Speaking of which, we're actually fast.
Builder's wisdom.
Did I talk to you? Apparently, but you don't have anything I want. Right. Let's go over here.
Nice. Subtle.
You won't accept in the Lineclaw's warriors guarded deep inside the Maw. Whatever true intentions are, I smell fear in the air. Awareness will run her down, this I claim. Wanna bet? Ooh, and somebody's leveled up. I didn't see who, but I'm pretty sure it's Aloth. Like I said, I've done this before, so I kind of remember a little bit of what's going on. This should take us about one episode, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Although I faffed about a little bit earlier. Last time. Yeah. So, you've leveled up. We'll give you 1 survival and 1 athletics. Nope. It was... Excuse me, those two. So this will give him damage reduction when he gets below 50%. Whereas this gives him a Spirit Lance as a weapon. You know, I don't think I actually like that this time. Yeah, we'll just call it slumber. I did the lance last time and it didn't work out very well. Uh, you know what? There we go. We'll take a free minor letters, minor magical missiles. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Had something in my throat. Welcome to the Maw. It's kind of a large hunter society
Arensi
thing.
has no right to defend that cowering cat in the back of the maw.
Then track her down and tell her yourself.
So this is Einden.
Come to see the great Oernos, Estremor? He's out for a hunt, but he'll be back. Unlike that lioness, he doesn't stay cooped up in here for long.
Why can't Awareness go and fight the lioness?
Because she holes up at the back of the maw, surrounded by her pride and the natural hazards of this place. It's not the proper way to meet a challenger. She's got to come out and face Oernos to keep her claim. Anyway, her prime is past. Putting that old beast down would be a mercy at this point.
And what are you doing here?
We wait for the big confrontation, but the wait grows exhausting. While Sul hides in the back of the maw, Oernos is denied his victory, and we're all denied the champion we deserve.
Indeed. Goodbye. So, there... Okay. We can't lose that because it's stealing. Well, let's go over here and talk to this guy. Excuse me. You.
Look, Estremor, this is no place for sightseeing. The beasts of Galawain's maw are dangerous, and now more than ever. If you want to see some pretty grandfathered places, go to Elm's Reach.
And the wiry elven man paces the cavern, his face etched with worry lines, and his hand irritably thumping his hip. He looks up at you, and his expression deepens. What's wrong with the beasts?
They won't fight.
And it's Galawain's will that they battle.
This is truth.
The maw has always been home to one great predator. Every so often, a challenger comes along, and the two battle for territory. But Sul remains in her den, and Wernos can't confront her there. Now, two mighty predators and their kin hunt from the same stock. It's thinning the herds, and it's thinning patience around here, too. He resumes his pacing. In this waiting, it's not the deliberate, watchful waiting of a hunter lying in ambush. It's stagnation, tedium, hoping for something to happen. He clenches his hands into fists. But I'm powerless to act. One half of the fangs will cry favoritism if I try to drag the lioness out myself. I have received... Try that again. I received a vision from Galawain about these beasts. His tired eyes go wide. From the clever hound himself? He looks you up and down. If you truly have Galawain's blessing, I won't stand in your way. But I can believe he sees a cunning champion in you. He gives you a heavy iron key. We don't normally permit outsiders to venture into the maw, but you understand that you do so at your own risk, and Sul's lions are likely to attack intruders on sight. Still, perhaps you can coax her into fighting the bear. Do whatever you can to end this stalemate. Goodbye. So, this key unlocks this door. We don't want to go this way. Actually, I can do this faster now that I've done it before, which I tried to avoid doing, but here we go. Let's click on this. The remains of a broken bridge, long collapsed, lead to a deep chasm. The other side of the bridge pierces through the mist at the far end of the chasm, hanging precariously over the steep fall. Examine the area. The broken stones of the bridge, weathered after centuries of disrepair, are scattered along the edge and side of the chasm. A thin mist rises from below. The stones are coated with slick green moss, making them impossible to grip safely. The wooden beams lodged between the stones on either side of the bridge seem sturdy enough to support your weight, however. Come on. Okay. Toss a rope and grappling hook across the chasm. You aim for the wooden beam on the opposite side of the bridge and hurl your grappling hook across the chasm. It strikes the bridge with a solid thunk. The hook snags firmly, digging into the wood as you pull. The rope tightens, taut and secure. You tie the free end of the rope to the wooden beam next to you. The remains across the chasm. The rope tenses and vibrates as you move forward, gripping the line, reverberating through the underground cave. The creaks of the wooden beams mark your every effort. You keep your progress slow and steady. Come on. You reach the other side without incident. The knots on the other side of the bridge remain secure, and the wooden beams appear undamaged by the strain of your passage. Right, so that's a little bit of a shortcut there. What was down here? I don't... Ah, a lion. And everybody stop moving.
I'm here.
And you
Following your lead. Your
go ahead and
talents
give it a shot. And let's attack. Yes. More stabbing. Yes, there we go. And on to this chap. Right. Chop that. Thank you.
Dead on.
Fantastic. And we can basically just stash all that stuff.
Easy now.
Now, we want to be sneaking here because that's how we can detect the traps. Alright, there's nothing actually there. There's one trap across here that I can't disarm with any of my characters, but which should pop up as... Okay. I can't disarm it, so it doesn't matter. Let's head in here, and we can have a word with quick save. Hiring payday. Total wages 900 copper pieces. Fantastic. And we step forward. And step forward. There we go. Irency. An elven woman intercepts you as you advance into the lair. Behind her is the largest lioness you've ever seen. A sleek beast with fangs as long as carving knives. The woman blocks your path to the lioness, seemingly at ease around the monster. This is Sewell's domain, Estremor. She shall not leave it for Ornos or any other challenger. Why does Sewell refuse to face Ornos? Ornos is welcome to confront her here, as many challengers have in the past. What the bear supporters want is for Sewell to leave her lair and fight in the open, where he has an advantage. But why should she? If Sewell has an advantage here, it's one she's earned. Would anyone expect to blunt the bear's claws in order to even the odds? The Lord of the Hunt gives unique advantages to each. It's not for us to decide that some of them are worth less than others. The lioness gives a low growl and Irency smiles. Also, Sewell has recently given birth to cubs. They're small now, but when they grow, they'll be mightier than either Sewell or Ornos. But if Sewell is killed in combat, that bear will tear her young to shreds. Such is the way of the wild. Her legacy is too valuable to perish this way. If we truly want the mightiest beasts in the maw, then her cubs must grow to maturity. I'll deal with Ornos. Good. That bear isn't nearly as strong as Einden and his followers think. If someone were to prove just how easily that bear can be killed, that would cure every one of their delusions about it. Hiravas glares at you with a worried smirk. I wonder what Galawain will think of all this. His great lioness gets someone else to deal with her challenger. He falls silent for a moment before becoming instantly cheerful. And how I would love to watch someone other than me offend the Seeker God. I can't wait to see how he tests them for their lack of decisiveness. I kind of do and don't like Hiravas. He's hilarious, but at the same time, that's a big bear, by the way. Right, so we click on these vines, and the thorny vines are twisted together, forming a wall. They quiver and begin to part as you draw near. You can pass safely through. Awesome sound effect. As you walk forward, the vines shift and their thorns retract, providing you with a clear and safe pathway through. You emerge unscathed on the other side. And these guys are now non-hostile, are not hostile now, which is awesome. I think we click on this. Cross the chasm. Get across. Fantastic. Yeah, this is going much faster than it did last time because I know what I'm doing now. So, we'll open this gate. Step on through. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So, since Haravis finds this amusing, we're gonna quick save again. Einden. I will send Haravis to talk to him. Einden sighs, spinning his axe by the shaft. Too much waiting. Something's got to happen soon. Ornos isn't the rightful champion.
If you stand on the side of that toothless old bag of bones, then you stand in my way.
He hefts his axe. The bear growls. Fighter, if Sewell is so weak, then why doesn't Ornos go after her? The dangers wouldn't stop a worthy warrior. Okay. Einden scratches his unruly beard. You claim truth. In my eagerness to see a new champion, my eyes missed what yours have seen. He nods and sighs. If Ornos is the true champion, he'll triumph despite his disadvantages, just like Sewell always has. I'll leave Ornos to his own fate, then. And they wander off. Unfortunately... Oops. Hang on, missed that. Ornos looks at Einden and his barbarians leave. The giant bear rakes the ground with his massive claws and growls at you. The cavern seems to shake as Ornos charges forward. Haravis is probably going to go down very quickly. More stabbing. You, wizard boy. Fire for effect. Yeah, Haravis went down instantly, which is hilarious.
Ready, watcher.
Right, you focus on that. Yep, you can get over there. Mr. Wizard, get back out of range. Thank you. Yeah, blast that. Yeah, there we go. Weakened, terrified, unconscious. Terrified, weakened.
I'm here.
Yeah, Elder Bears, Wernos. And Haravis is dead again. Ha. That is what I wanted. That is.
Indeed.
Akiman is... I don't know what that does. Oh. Yeah. And watch as Ichimak chews his way completely through the... Yep, quest updated. Yeah, Ichimak is stupidly strong. And we have a Phantom, which I don't think they can actually hurt. And there we go. One less Elder Bear in the world. Yep. Take all that. Take all that.
Indeed.
Yep. We completely wiped him out. Settler's Arrow. Now we can actually go... don't go back that way. First of all, what's on this table? Anything? Book of the Hunt. Ah, okay, we've read that before. And this... Bone pins pierce the hide map at a handful of locations along the Glenfathan side of the Bale River. Right. Let's see. We can actually... can everybody please come this way? Thank you. You can come over here. I think I can get just one of them across. Nope. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Of course.
We'll go this way, and through the vine passage. I think we can go through the vine passage again. Yep. Examine the vines. Okay, fine. Okay. Ow. Okay, fine, we can only go one way around. Yep. Come on. Get over here. Come along. I believe there's experience if we go back and talk to Renzi, but I don't remember. No. Any news of Bear? I've dealt with Ornos. You chose well. Sewell's cubs will grow up to be quick and fierce, and so will the Fangs if we follow their example. Thank you for resolving this, Estromor. Okay, there was not a cash
Hey.
reward. Yep, there we go.
Yes?
Everybody's back together. Let's get out of here. Alright. I missed that last bit as we teleported through. Right, so I guess we can go to Noonfrost next. I probably don't need to do all these. One god is technically enough, but I would like the extra addition. Oh, it was just them talking. Oh, sorry, it's kind of late tonight that I'm recording this. Like I said, I tried to record this earlier and it just failed. The ice keeps growing like poisonous mold on a tree. And torture racks around here, which is plus 150 XP for discovering Noonfrost. If it gets any colder, I'm not sure I'll be able to. Excuse me. Uh, if it gets any colder, I'm not sure I'll be able to find myself next time nature calls. Ah, Varavas. Whatever would I do without you? So let's quick save. Varavas has got a wee bit of a boo boo on him, but he can suck it up. Cypher use focus, but eh. I don't know. We met Grieving Mother, and we'll probably not get to her quest. It's just, or what's his faces? Um, I don't actually know his name. Remember Durance. I do remember. The pale elf searches you with ice blue eyes. She shifts and knits her fingers together. Welcome to Doonfrost. Most of the temple is currently closed for sacred ceremonies to Rimmergand. She forces a smile and waves to the eastern doorway. The shrine is to your right. You're welcome to make your offerings to Rimmergand there, but the rest of the temple is off limits. I'm looking for the frost-hewn breach. The barest flush rises in her pale cheeks. As I said, only the shrine in the eastern wing is open. The rest of the temple is closed to visitors right now. I suggest you make your devotion there and leave. Her eyes dart between the two doors on either side of the room. If that's all. Why is most of the temple closed? As I said, we're in the middle of sacred ceremonies. She enunciates carefully. They're rather complex, and we don't permit outsiders to witness them. She glances at the elves over her shoulder. Others of my clan get rather touchy about them, which is why you should visit the shrine and take your leave. It's a pity. I was hoping to learn more about these practices. The more complicated, the better. Tell me about Rimmergand. He is the god of cold, entropy, and collapse. Many see him as a harsh god, but few recognize that he also gives life in his own way. All things wind to a merciful end in his shadow, only to feed creation elsewhere. She frowns, gnawing her lip, but he is a silent god, and his ways are mysterious. To follow him is to accept inevitability without explanation. What are you doing here? My clan journeyed from the White Wens to pay homage to Rimmergand here, at Noonfrost. We learned that this place had been abandoned for several years, and we felt our duty to tend one of our god's oldest temples. She rolls her shoulders back. It has been a long journey, but Rimmergand demands endurance. No doubt he will reward us for ours. Sagani's mouth is set in a grim frown. I hope it is. Alright. Who else is here with the name? The pages of the sun glimmer under a thick layer of frost. Alright, to the right, she said. Hopefully this is the correct direction. What are you? Scroll defense, man. Not worth stealing even if I were interested. Uh-huh. Each line of wrinkle is... Warrior's weather-beaten frown has been chiseled from the ice. Right. Let's quick save in case this goes horribly wrong.
I'll have this open in no time.
Right.
It's done.
Well, that was easy. This key, its handle carved in the semblance of an aurochs head, was cut from a light blue crystal. Okay. Alright, there's gotta be somebody else here to talk to. No farther, shouts the random elf. Pale Elf Paladin, turn back and do not cross any doors. The halls beyond us belong to Rivergand and his faithful. Excuse me. Paladin watches you with cool, patient eye. Alright. Let's see if we can have some additional conversation with this psychopath. Vesgil, you again. There's nothing else to see here. The inner halls are still closed. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to have to fight these elves, but I'm not certain that I want to. Alright. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to look up what we're supposed to do here. If we have to fight everybody here, that's fine. They're free experience. But I would prefer not to. So, this has been Pillars of Eternity with Triax 2. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.